Hello, hi. It's February 9th. Sometimes when you haven't recorded in a while, OBS likes to hiccup and skip a couple frames at the start of a recording. Anyways, we've got a handful of trailers today. We've got a Wolf Among Us 2 thing, a Sifu live action trailer, a Destiny 2 vidoc, and a little Warhammer with a sprinkling of other small things in here. So let's go ahead and begin. I guess pre-order trailers are a thing now. This is the Evil Dead, the game, pre-order trailer.
There's something in the woods. Something evil. Something dead. Something that wants to swallow your soul.
Oh.
Evil Dead, the game. They got up on the wrong side of the grave. Pre-order now to receive the Ash Williams Air Smart employee and Gun at Night outfits from Army of Darkness. Groovy.
That's just kind of weird. I don't know. Anyways, this one's for any 7-year-olds who watch the stream.
Peggy 7.
See? It's called the Serpent Rogue. I was looking at that thing in the background. Ah! Oh no! Not that great of a trailer, but that game might be kind of cool. The game might be all right. Looks like a Dodger thing, to be honest. We'll let her play it and report back. Evil Geniuses 2 World Domination Oceans Campaign Pack. Let's check a look.
Rated T for teen.
Whoa. Her name's Polar. Where's the bear?
We have work to do. If I can't see my breath, it's too warm.
Huh.
I want that intruder found and captured. Time to freeze the world.
They should really just give her Mr. Freeze quotes nonstop. That's out now. If you want it. Maybe you don't, though. I don't know. I don't control your life. This next one is an alpha trailer for a game called Duelist of Eden. I feel like I've heard of this game. Is this the sequel to a popular game? It's the sequel to Step to Eden. What? I couldn't tell you what's happening. Looks very difficult. Is this PvP or PvE? Or both? This is PvP? Okay. I have no idea. It's not intuitive to understand. Like, these cards are happening on the left and right, but I don't really know what they're doing. Now the person on the left is out of cards, so do they lose? Oh wait, they got cards back. Oh, so it's just a spin-off of their game, and it's PvP. Okay. It's pretty cool. Not bad. We've got a game called Power to the People. It's a release trailer, and it says build and maintain a power grid in this indie game. So it's a Sim City that's just about power?
Congratulations on your promotion to Power Architect. Your mission is to build and upgrade the power grid to keep the electricity flowing and the customers happy. Are you ready for your first assignment? No, of course it's not here. It's in a charming town just a few hours drive away. You'll love it, I'm sure. You might think this is not much of a challenge, but remember, cities grow over time. And as they do, so does their power consumption, putting more strain on your infrastructure.
I already have anxiety about this game.
You'll have to place power plants, substations, and energy storage facilities, and connect them with a carefully planned power line layout to keep up with the ever-increasing growth, while also keeping an eye out for natural disasters and changing market forces. Failing to do so will have serious consequences.
Oh, God.
And will leave the city in the dark. Make your customers unhappy enough, and you'll be out of a job. Luckily, you have science and technology on your side, providing you with ways to make your grid more efficient and reliable, and also to maximize those sweet, sweet profits. Do everything right, though, and you might just get another promotion, taking you to all corners of the world, facing bigger challenges, and also providing you with more ways to tackle them.
This looks
Hopefully
good.
These new tools and the experience you've acquired will be enough for you to avoid disaster. Do you have what it takes to keep the lights on? Of course you do, Power Architect. We're counting on you. Power to the People. Available now.
They got like a budget Cave Johnson, though. Not that that's a bad thing. I think it was a perfectly fine read. Okay, can you stop? Thank you, Jesus. But now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite game. It's the reason why all of you are here in the first place. That's right, I'm talking about Zorro the Chronicles. You know, the guy that makes a Z with his fencing rapier. I think they're making a, is this the Pirates of the Caribbean music? What? The mouse is about to bust in my front door. And my back door, if you know what I'm saying. Strange. Wait, everyone's got a dueling rapier? What the hell? Didn't they have guns? Isn't that part of Zorro that they all have, like, guns? Strange. I think they're making a like gender bent Zorro TV show or something. I want to say that's a thing. Maybe. Hope I'm not making that up. Hey, here's a King of Fighters 15 animated short. Is this the intro to the game? Wait, why is King of Fighters? Is this official? What the hell's happening? This is so animated. Those are two cool guys right there. This has to be the intro to the game. What's her name? Mai? Is that Mai? I really like that outfit of the graffiti girl, whatever her name is. The Jet Set Radio girl. That was kind of cool. I'm not going to play the game because I'm terrible at it. That was kind of cool. Wasn't bad. Anyways, here's a Generation Zero Landfall update trailer for 12-year-olds. This is the XCOM game, I think. Is the whole trailer going to be like this? Ah, there we go. It looks kind of weird. Generation Zero. Huh. I wonder what. That's strange. Strange. Hey, here's a really cute game that launched this week. If you haven't heard of this, it's supposed to be really good. This is OlliOlli World. Got good music. The ride is a vibe, man. The line is divine. And the flow is everything. Yeah, I wonder if that game is frustrating or if it's like chill. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. We have a campaign multiplayer Total War Warhammer 3 trailer. By the way, next Monday, I believe, me and Co are going to jump into some co-op action for Total War Warhammer 3. I've got this downloaded right now, chat, but I can't say anything about it. Let's watch this trailer. Maybe they'll say something about it.
In Total War Warhammer 3, multiplayer is bigger than ever.
Wait, did you guys see me? There I am. I'm in the game. Incredible.
Multiplayer is bigger than ever, with more players and more modes available than any previous entry in the Total War series. Enter the Realm of Chaos, Warhammer 3's standard campaign, where up to 8 players can battle it out in any configuration of cooperative or competitive play. Delve into Cathay's darkest hour with the Darkness and Disharmony mode, where again up to 8 players bring about Grand Cathay's salvation, or its destruction. Or embark on a more intimate venture with up to 3 players in the Something Rotten in Kislev mode. These additional modes were designed primarily with multiplayer in mind and provide a more focused campaign that can be completed in a shorter amount of time. Because, let's face it, it's hard enough to get friends together as it is.
True.
Let's take a deeper look at the Realm of Chaos. At the start of a standard multiplayer campaign, players can choose to play as a team or go free-for-all. During the multiplayer campaign, all players will take their turns simultaneously, a first for the Total War series.
Nice.
Move quickly enough, and you can avoid being attacked by another player by moving your army out of their reach. Once all players have ended their turn, the game moves on and the AI takes their turns. For those who prefer a slower-paced campaign,
that's cool.
The ability to have sequential turns remains in the game. When a player enters a battle, be that against AI or another player, players on the same team will automatically enter as a spectator on the side of their teammate. They can then be granted units to play with by the ally in control.
That's how me and Strippin handled it. Except I gave Strippin all my flying units.
Should a player hold no allegiance,
and then they all died.
is in this battle, they can act like a mercenary and join whichever side they like. Bribing your friends into helping you out has never been more attractive. This is Warhammer like never before. Big, ambitious, and full of chaos. With more ways to play, more people to play against, and more instruments to wage war with, there's never been a better time to butcher your acquaintances. After all, this is Total War, not Total Friends.
Yeah, it is. That's a weird way to end that. This is Total War, not Total Friends. Nice. Nice. I pulled up the wrong video for this next one. However, boop, 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 boop. Oh, there we go. Okay. This next trailer just debuted right before this. We've already watched it on stream, but if anyone that missed it, or perhaps you guys on trailer time watching on the VODs, this is the Wolf Among Us 2 trailer. It looks good. It looks very good.
You're listed here as a private investigator. What does that sort of work entail?
Depends on the night.
Also, this is in 4K 60.
Most nights, it's watching, waiting for a slip-up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah. Took me weeks to track them down. They hadn't cast so much as a shadow. Till that night.
You've been hesitant to share with us. I assume it has something to do with confidentiality associated with the job.
Something like that.
I just love that
Your
scene.
boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned that there was some violence.
This whatever that song is very good.
In
It sounds
moments
so
when
good.
you find yourself losing control. How does the anger manifest itself?
Uh-oh. Very excited for that game. I think that looks very good. I think that's a very good-looking thing that we just saw. Very much about that. We've got 2 trailers left, and they both are on the longer side. This first one is a Sifu live-action adaptation release trailer that PlayStation put out. I don't know who, if it was the Sifu devs or publisher. I don't know where it came from, but a lot of people said it was very good. So we're going to check a look. My own thoughts on Sifu, however, game's way too hard, and I'm bad at it.
心无旁念，举钥匙而为。8年来，坚守着这个信条。8年来，我在这独自练功。
Is it just going to be this dude
家人
beating
惨
people
遭
up
毒手，
for 9 minutes?
现在我
So
终
I'm
于
kind
找
of
到
about
了
it.
那个凶手，就从你开始。
Oh, he's definitely about to go beat people up.
报警！他妈的！你他妈什么人？喂！你他妈瞎了吗？你们在什么地方？
我来见法家。
滚开！
在这儿。
你听不懂人话吗？给他点颜色瞧瞧。今天够他，我就拿你撒撒气。找不痛快，你算是来对地方了。让我见识见识你是谁。你算是做人了。
This is pretty good. Oh, this is straight out of the game. I wonder if he's going to be a mute like he is in the game.
还记得我吗？
Oh,
只要他的命。你们可以不管闲事儿，也可以试着阻止我。
This is kind of ridiculously well done. Very reminiscent of how the game is. It's weird because they're not holding their punches. It feels like all of this looks like they were full throw. Oh. That was sick. Oh, you're fucked now. He's got the pipe. Oh, is he gonna age? Well, looks like he's gonna be 21 now.
是学不会吃一堑长一智。但我一路闯下来，
Jesus，
要让他们明白，抢我的东西才是真正的错。
Yeah, he's a little older now. He's stronger with the power of the beard.
A 致命的过失，都让我重获新生，也让我付出时间的代价。我要在有限的时间里完成我的使命。
This is a pretty good trailer. It's unfortunate that everyone's going to go download that game after watching this and just get their shit pushed in. They're just going to get absolutely reamed. Oh, we're not done. Wait a minute. Oh, the credits are 2.5 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are done. I kind of wish they did the club scene, but the club scene would have just been like badass, but it wouldn't have worked for telling a story. The best moment in Sifu is at the start of the second level. After you clear all the grunts in the in the first room and in the club is when the DJ or the girl that's on top of the speakers jumps down and like who's a kickboxer or something with the platforms. That's the best scene in the game. I don't know why. I could watch that all day. I could literally watch that all day. It's very remarkable. Let's watch this final video. It's a vidoc. It's for Destiny 2. It's called A Light in the Darkness, and it's a little long. It's about 14 minutes. I've heard this is good, though.
I know what you're wondering. What is true and what is false?
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the greatest challenge that we've ever faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath the surface.
What is your truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative.
That man scared me when I first saw him because I thought it was Ron Burgundy. I didn't know what just happened.
And that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get into this year. Witch Queen and Season of the Risen is chapter 1 and the beginning of the end for the Light and Darkness saga.
We're really getting to the core of what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at and asking big questions about the light and darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved with.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until we come to this huge critical point.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
Man, I'm going to want to play Destiny after this, aren't I?
1, 2, 3.
Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
The light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is very ethereal, but she also has like that creepiness to her as well.
She promised she'd help us out with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only on Savathun's side. We've outlived our purpose, and it is to Savathun's benefit to wipe us off that chessboard.
She's lived among us. She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So how do you beat someone like that?
It's true.
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful.
I'll hold you to it.
In order to beat Savathun, you need to understand Savathun.
Her throne world is a manifestation of Savathun's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
She has these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For the old hive areas, it's much more atmospheric, it's very dense, it's very claustrophobic, it's spooky. Then when you make your way into the Lucent Hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter, it's definitely more lively.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away, but as you get closer, it's not really what it seems. It's very unsettling.
Oh, God.
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close, and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be exciting for players is that they're going to get to play that part of psychic detective, trying to solve the many mysteries of the throne world.
By shooting them.
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
That's a cool shirt.
We're building the Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
You have to kind of think your way through. You have to figure out, like, hey, what do I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The Queen of Lies. So this campaign is full of surprises.
Savathun has all these abilities, and you gotta make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy of her. And as I kept thinking about this, you know, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
We've also added the legendary difficulty, which is called Become Legend.
It's not for the faint of heart.
What
it's
is
gonna
that?
be loaded with these moments that are gonna be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're gonna feel like really accomplished.
Well, I didn't realize there was
As people who have worked on raids and
a new
dungeons before,
difficulty.
being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic, detective, fantasy, and journey, then Season of the Risen is that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
When Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Keitel.
You want us to hit them?
I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in Season of the Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that against the Lucent Hive.
When you're working with Keitel, she has a different approach. It's not about asking questions, it's about getting in there and extracting.
We don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take the light. So the campaign in Season of the Risen in many ways is about that story. Guardians need to stop Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential threat to everyone because she basically has an undead army.
It's not good.
In fighting the Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other light bearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other light bearers that have much more relentless motives.
Huh. That's kind of
When
crazy.
you look at these Hive Guardians and when they do their abilities, you immediately make that connection like, oh, they are using my powers against me. As soon as we see the Knight pop its super and it has 2 shields, you immediately are like, oh yeah, I see that connection. And then it's like, and then you're like, it hits you with those things and then you're dead. And it's just an amazing experience.
The Guardians themselves kind of feel like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard. The sparks go out, it's ready to go. If you're not smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are essentially going to have to play that fight over again.
If you're successful in taking down one of these Hive units that are wielding the light, you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite things that we were able to do in
Oh,
this
that's
game.
pretty
Was just
insane.
that moment where you crush the ghost.
It's kind of this moral dilemma.
Yeah,
A
what the
ghost
hell?
is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
The first time it happens, you're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What,
Like,
what is going
That is kind of crazy.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the most dangerous enemies we've faced so far. And so we're going to need better, more powerful weapons and tools to fight against that threat.
We did a bunch of work early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add to the sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle range, but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it.
The polearm just doesn't do
The
anything
glaive
for me.
is a projectile weapon, and it is a shield, and it's a melee weapon. We wanted to keep that experience in first person. It has an immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because this is also a projectile weapon with a slower moving projectile, the onus of skill on aiming these weapons is about leading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that. If you're in a really difficult encounter and one of your teammates dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them, you can bring that shield up and actually get the revive and then fall back. Glaives originate with Savathun trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful and incredibly ancient weapon.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting lets you target a specific role and go and build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it,
I think that's
the
really
feedback
good.
that we're going to get, and people sharing all of the things that they're doing with that new system.
You're creating your Guardian, and you want to be able to shape your Guardian into what you want them to be. And this gives us a great opportunity to continue to do that.
This is a really big season for weapons in particular. We've got 8 brand new exotics. The Osteostriga exotic submachine gun. This is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires swarms of tiny homing projectiles that land on a target and explode
yeah,
in
I'd
this
like
poison
that.
burst. We have an exotic machine gun where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage of up to 20 homing missiles.
It's a comical amount of projectiles on the screen.
We're doing an exotic glaive for each class this time, and the exotic perks tie deeply into the mechanics of the classes.
Seems broken.
We think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting. We've got, the usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal. I recounted it this morning, and I think it's about 50 new weapons.
Wow.
You're going to have 2 new exotic armors for each class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan stasis exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of Rally Barricade. Warlock Void exotic. We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
Wow.
In Season 16, you're going to see
Okay.
a massive revamp to the Void subclass systems across all 3 classes. This is a huge update and will allow players to build craft in ways that they've never done before.
Oh, so they're doing
One of the things we wanted to do is create a core set of verbs like we did with Stasis.
Anyone can run suppressors now. I think that's the pretty cool
That's
thing
probably
to be
I'm
able
going to
do.
be running Suppressor
Yeah.
Grenade
Oh, yeah.
probably.
We wanted you to feel like you were the energy vampire, feel like you were the Night Stalker, feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're gonna see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this void barricade that's gonna apply overshield to you and your buddies.
My favorite aspect is probably Child of the Old Gods. As this warlock controlling space and time, I'm able to rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their life force.
The Void 3.0
the hell?
update is really setting the stage for how we're thinking about updating the subclasses for the rest of the year.
We're gonna extend this philosophy to Solar and Arc. Solar obviously is gonna be about burning, but there's this other component to Solar, and that's healing. Arc is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness. We're gonna take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're gonna embellish them. So what you'll see is all of the new abilities,
Is that
all
a
the new
group
actions
stealth?
you take, reinforce that to the core. Pretty excited about it.
Witch Queen is very much the culmination of the last 6 to 7 years of just Destiny all together. And really, this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be a real fight. Players have something that they're really going to be challenged by.
So, but who is the
I
big
can't wait
bad,
for
though?
everyone to find out what's been going on with Savathun. I'm excited.
Like the big bad.
Guardians are so clever, aren't you?
From the throne world to the
No, no, no.
campaign
I know
to the
Savathun's the
customizable
big
build,
bad, but if
crafting,
this is
it
the
all comes
beginning
together
of the
to make
end,
Destiny feel really new and fresh.
who do we fight
We've
after
got more
Savathun?
Destiny
Who's
coming
the
this
end
year
end?
than any other year before. It's one of the most ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
Tell me, Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
Huh. It's always so interesting whenever you bring up Destiny lore. You get these nebulous response. The developers of Destiny have trained the audience to just use nebulous answers, to just not say anything, like the developers have been doing for 10 years. Because I'm the same way. I did the same thing when I played a shit ton of Destiny. I was like, oh yeah, it's the darkness. What? Yeah. No, it's whoever's behind the darkness. We don't know who that is yet, but it's It could be. Here's a 7-hour YouTube video that talks about it. Good luck. That looks pretty good. I will probably jump into Destiny in March off stream. I don't know if I plan on streaming that. I would like to see the raid. I think the raids in Destiny are some of the best content in video games, and they are only something that can be experienced while in Destiny. I just don't have the amount of time to grind that shit out right before Elden Ring and or Horizon. So that's that. Thank you for watching Trailer Time. That looks pretty good. Trailer of the day goes to definitely Wolf Among Us. Definitely Wolf Among Us. It's good stuff. Okay? That's that. Thank you for watching. We will see you on... Oh, wait. That's Sifu, though. No, Wolf Among Us is better. Wolf Among Us is better. It's better. It's better. It just was. It just was. We'll see you Friday for more Trailer Time. Have a good one. We're out of here. Bye-bye.